We have more encouraging news tonight as we are approaching 2 full years of the pandemic. El Paso County seeing a dramatic drop in COVID numbers. So good, in fact, the Board of Health today moved forward with relaxing many COVID prevention measures. Bill Folsom joins us in studio looking at a closer look at those numbers. Bill.
Yeah, 4 weeks ago, the incidence rate hit an all-time high in El Paso County, an average of 1,800 cases in just a day per 100,000 people. A month later, right now, there's been a major drop. We're about to go below 100 in a day. A major drop after a COVID spike hitting an all-time high in El Paso County.
January 15th, to be specific, we peaked at more than 1,800 cases a day.
Troubling when it climbs. Data trackers call the current rate of decline impressive. The number of daily infections is about to drop below 100.
Our incidence is approaching the lowest levels we've seen in 6 months.
This is actually a very good sign. It's not only true in El Paso County, it's true in Colorado, all over the country as well.
There is a footnote from health experts. Recent tracking of incidents is underreported because there is a lot more home testing, but there is secondary and very important supporting data from hospitals. The number of patients are also way down.
Yesterday, they came to a conclusion as a group to change their dial into the green status, indicating that their capacity is now normal.
A warning, the virus is not completely gone, so maintain some vigilance.
Particularly the most vulnerable, people who are elderly, people who have chronic medical conditions, because the immunity from a previous infection and the immunity from the vaccine appears to wane over a period of time.
The hope is 2 years of prevention has become more natural to everyone. The measures for prevention also work as precaution to keep COVID numbers down and manageable. Self-testing and staying home if you're sick are key.
Folks begin to accept staying home if they're sick. Before, we all knew someone who went to work and, are you sick? No, I just have the flu. Now we start to think of that a little bit differently in that I'm infecting others.
Yeah, staying home when sick was public health advice before the pandemic. Well, they hope it's now part of our social fabric. We're seeing more people doing it. They want that with COVID, but also with colds and flu.
Yeah, we'll be curious to see how many folks are still wearing masks beyond this in the future. We recently reported reaching 90% immunity against Omicron in Colorado. Did they say how we actually reached that level?
You know, I've had a couple of people ask me about that, and I brought it up with the doc, and he says what happens is you have mathematicians, and they look at how many people have been vaccinated, how many people have actually been sick and had the reports, and people who are smarter than me run an equation, and that's where they come up with it. But he says it is an estimate, and it also does not include further variations. So take it with a grain of salt, but it is good news.
Absolutely, Bill. Thanks for the update.
Yep.